Hello, everyone. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 2 of the Texas System Open. Thank you so much to Aric and Carlos for playing here. Super excited to see how this match ends up. Let's go ahead and start by breaking down these lists. On the left, we have Aric Hagy flying Boba Fett and Iman Azameen, absolutely loaded to the teeth. Let's go ahead and get those color codes in now. I want to remember, today is a crew of 1. It's just me. So going to be doing the admin stuff and all the things. If you've watched a stream before, you understand. We got some stuff to do. So blue for Boba because alliteration, and Iman is yellow because that's a color we hadn't used yet. Let's go ahead and break down what's actually on them. So we have Fearless, Perceptive Co-Pilot, and Proton Bombs on both of them, as well as Contraband Cybernetics. Changes here once we get to Boba Fett. Boba Fett has Slave 1, an absolutely amazing title card that allows him to, once he's dialed in a bank or a hard turn, to switch it to the other direction at will. He's at initiative 5. He is, the highest initiative in this game, so he's going to be able to really use that to his advantage, especially with the amount of space that those jump masters take up. Then Iman Azameen has seismic charges in there because of his ability to be able to throw bombs around, using the 3 hard template, being able to put those bombs in places where normal people can't do it. And we'll be able to show some of that card text here in a minute as I finish getting set up. So thank you guys for your patience. So on the right side, we got Tell is in the red. We have Namlam in the pink. And that's more, well, there we go, that's pink. We have one of the contracted scouts is orange. And the other one is green. Excellent, we got that color coded up. Where was I now? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of these effects. Fast walk 0. I won't die. I'll be fine. Okay, cool. So wanted to bring up a couple of cards here. So we talked about the Slave 1 card. So let's go ahead and do that first. So, oops. Slave 1. So there's a Slave 1 title card. If you guys are not familiar with it, after you reveal the dial, the turn or a bank, you may set your dial to another maneuver of the same speed bearing in the other direction. Super good. Super, super good. And then on the flip side, we have the Undress the Title, which just basically gives Iman another bomb. But really, really what matters here is I want to bring up the pilot card here for Iman. So Iman right there says, if you would drop a device using a 1 straight template, you may use a 3 hard, 3 straight, or a 3 hard in either direction, or a 3 straight template. So it gives you a lot of options there, which you see Iman starting in, in the middle there. So he has that option to go ahead and extend those bombs in that direction when the engagement would happen. Let's go ahead and get our Choose Your Champion poll up so that we can go ahead and see what happens. Right now, our audience is 0-1. 0-1. Come on, guys. Get good. Get good. So if you've never participated in our Choose Your Champion poll, all you got to do is type 1 or 2 in the chat. 1 is a vote for player 1, which is on the left, and 2 is a vote for player 2 on the right. 1 is for Aric, 2 is for Carlos. And looks like Boba Fett is out of range this turn. Let's break down what's on this Jump Master. So you have Tel Trevera, the Resurrector, being able to bring himself back to life after dying. Comes back with 1 hull and all his crits cleared. Then you have Namlam in the Jump Master as well. Oops, that's clear. Not supposed to do that. There we go. Try that again. Oh, we don't have a card for that one yet. All right, not a big deal. So Namlam says that after he defends, he can turn his arc to the enemy ship. I believe that's how that's worded. I'll go ahead and double check the wording because wording matters. It does. It really does. Okay, so Namlam reads, after you become the defender, so once you're chosen to be attacked, if the attacker is not in your firing arc, you must rotate your arc indicator to a standard arc that the attacker is in, which then works absolutely wonderful with the Dengar Gunner crew, which says, sorry, a Dengar Gunner, which says after you defend, if the attacker is in your firing arc, which once you become the defender, so I choose you, the arc turns, and now Dengar is available to be used. Can be good, can be bad, just depending on how things go. I'll go ahead and pull it up, the card text, so you guys can read that for yourself. Thank you. Excuse me there. All right, nice and easy there for the Jump Master, starting to turn in. But Dengar says after you defend, if the attacker is in your firing arc, you may spend 1 charge, and if you do, roll 1 attack die, unless the attacker chooses to remove 1 green token. And then if you do roll the die on a hit or a crit, the attacker takes the damage. It's free. It's Hotshot Copilot plus R5P8. Which used to exist in first edition. But it looks like we are going to get our first shots here in the game. As you see, Iman is definitely in range of a couple of those ion cannons, and he is getting in it. Boba Fett likes to be at range 1, but he's got to watch out because those are ion cannons, and Boba don't like the ion. So let's see what happens here. We're only going to leave that poll up for a couple more seconds here. We got 89 votes. Looks like Carlos is in the lead here, and we're going to close that poll. First attack, Boba Fett reroll, 4 hits going into Tel Travera. Rolls 1 evade, deciding whether he wants to spend it. He's going to take it. 3 shields there onto Tel. He wants to have that modifier for the ion cannon at range 1. Ion cannon coming in here. Focus for 3. He's gonna take a damage. Spends a focus. Takes a damage. Range 2. Iman rolling fire there. Takes 3 on Tel. Down to half. Want to remind you guys that the dice, the cards are not visible, but I do have a card cam for myself so I can monitor how things are going. All right. Range 3, this is the contracted scout. Got it. Looks like it's range 3, ion cannon here. Coming in from the other contracted scout. It's got 3 dice. 1. Hot greens, hot greens. So he's going to go just a regular turret, 2 hits. It's got a reroll and spends a focus. Boba Fett doing what he does. Yep, ion cannon is range 1 to 3. A couple of people asking about it in the chat. We can go ahead and bring it up. The tractor beam's also 1 to 3 as well. Super good. That you, yes, Chewbacca says, Boba says whatever. I mean, Boba Fett is good at just defending. He's good at shrugging off damage, though I will say that the dice were pretty hot on his side there. I would have expected for him to take at least shields there. And, of course, for the fire spray, it requires 2 ion tokens in order to ionize it, and not even getting a single one there, that's going to hurt in this opening engagement. He traded half of Tel for a single shield here. And we're locking down the Choose Your Champion poll. So right now, looks like player 2 was the call. We'll see how that turns out. I want to remind you guys that this game and all of our games this weekend are brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives. Use coupon code TEXAS2020 for 15% off. They're the makers of our awesome large size tokens. They also have normal size one of them. It's the same design, but they're normal sized. You know, I got to convince, I kind of want, I was going to ask Andrew, Andrew, can we make medium size tokens too? So we have 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. I'm sure I'll get a little eye roll. We're like, come on, why not? So we have, you know, Papa Focus, Mama Focus, Medium Focus, System Phase, Seismic Charge coming out here. So looks like that's in range 1 of this one for sure. Maybe that one, he'll have some choices, but I mean, obviously I think the big rock is the call here. And the vote was really close here, 47 to 52%. So we'll see how that turns out, but majority is majority. I kind of want to make a joke about the Electoral College, but I'll leave it alone. All right, here we go. 1 straight. Focus. Hard 1 there, going to the left. XPOV, BCP caucus jokes are all good, though. Oh my gosh, yes. I instantly thought about that. That was so funny. Like, I tried to explain the joke to my wife, and she eventually was like, oh, I can see how that would be funny if I knew what BCP was without you explaining the joke. So it worked. Too hard. I don't think this one's going to make it over. Imaginary man, relax, relax, relax. It was a light joke. Relax. We're done. Anyway. All right, here we go. 2-turn from Iman using that back arc. Looks like he cleared the rock there. Perceptive co-pilot 2 focuses. Boba Fett. 2 bank it to the outside. Gonna use that back arc. Living at range 1 like he likes to do. We are not using BCP for Texas. Geez, no. Range 1, here we go, party time. Two rerolls. The pink Namlam was not in range 1. Whiffs on that attack. Gonna go ahead and take those re-rolls. He's gonna spend the focus. He's going aggressive here with his Boba Fett. 2 hits and a crit. Still has 1 focus for defense. Hit crit on to Tell. Direct hit off the board. But Tell's ability then goes off. He's going to come back with 1 hull in a minute. Three hits here. One shield. The bomb. So that makes it so that where the scouts shields are one shield left on pink there. Got it. All right. All right. And Dengar triggers, takes the damage. All right, range 1. He's taking a look, debating whether he's actually going to go ion cannon. He's got range 1, 4 dice here. No mods here. Oh, 1. Got it. No modifiers there. That would have been 3. Debates, debates, debates. Range 2. Range 1 ion cannon. That one's range 2. And no damage there. All right, and Tel Trevura is back on the board because of his ability. He went into the reserves after being taken off the board and gets redeployed. X-Malik, you are right yet wrong. The base rolls have been really, really hot as well, not just the rerolls. Rerolls help, of course. Now, Tel Trevura, let's go ahead and take a peek at his card one more time. I just want to check some wording here. If you're destroyed, you may spend at the start of the next planning phase. So he's got to watch out for the bombs here because proton bomb can happen as well. And I think that's what he's looking at right now. He wants to make sure that this health works. XPav, I see. He's got him. All right. Let's go. It looks like I'm taking a trip to California. It's my excuse. Flight Club Fireball Edition. Now, proton bombs are definitely going to be live here on the fireballs for sure. Boba Fett drops one right there. Iman will probably extend. So looks like Tell is just looking to take up some space and make sure he has a shot, or at least has a chance. We'll see how that ends up working out here. Want to remind you guys that after every game we have giveaways, so make sure to stick around, good, bad, or ugly. We got stuff to give away, sponsored by District Foundry. Anakin's twin having a question here. If multiple ships fly through, does proximity mine damage all of them or just the first ship? Just the first ship. Goes off one time. And same thing if you drop it on multiple ships. Let's say it hits 2 ships at once. You choose which one it affects and then goes from there. It's not relevant in this game, but it's important to know. All right, looks like Carlos just debating. He knows that with the weak engagement early into Boba Fett and Aric being so far up relatively, he's trying to make sure he has a path. And I saw somebody jump in here, said he was relatively new to X-Wing. Welcome. Let me see if I could find that Twitch name. Where'd you go? I saw that. Where did you go? Here you go. Havacor says, whoa, just got here. Pretty new to X-Wing, but I've been told the Jump Master's the worst ship in the game. Well, see, with the points going down in cost and the cannon added, they've become significant. They've become playable. And here's Iman doing his thing, throwing out the proton bomb using the 3 hard. Alrighty, looks like a 4 straight there. He knew that was coming. 2 proton bombs right there. Namlam's going to be eating 1 crit for sure. Is there any way for Boba Fett to get blocked into those 2 bombs? That would help. Going for the barrel roll as far forward as possible. That'll get him out of 1. Maybe. Trying to get a block onto Iman or a range 1 shot if possible. Contracted scout. Turret currently pointed to the left. And barrel rolling. Looks like the plan might be to try to switch and see if he can get Iman off the board to, reduce it down to 1 gun instead of 2. He is definitely the easier one to get off the board. There's the barrel roll. All right, 2 straight, just trying to take up space right there. It's out of range of the bombs. Has a chance to get a shot if Boba doesn't take him out. And Aric doing the fire spray play there. You turn away. Anywhere where you might get blocked, there's no reason for you to turn in. Just turn out. You got the back arc. Want to remind you guys that you can watch all of our coverage. We're going to use Slave 1 here to switch it from left to right. And that's not going to clear. So that's a bump. Looks like he will be eating one of the bombs. Maybe two. Just one. Just one. Couple people in the chat talking about strikers. There's a good chance we have tie strikers on the table next round. So 1 damage into Nam Lam. Hits Boba Fett. I think that's up to date. Just double check. 1 shield down on green. Yeah, we're good. All right. Here we go. Going into orange. Reroll because of the range 0 Tel Travera. 2 takes 1 into orange. First shield there. All right, range 1. Out the back here, 3 hits. No mods there. Takes 2. Dengar triggers. Nothing. All right. Looks like we're going range 3 out the side arc at Boba Fett. Only has rerolls. I mean, only. It's still good. Whiffs there. No actions. Ion cannon coming in. Average. Got it. And last shot here is Nam Lam going into Iman. Range 1, 2. Spends the focus. All right, we're back to dials. Carlos definitely on the bad end of damage here. The fire sprays have been able to evade a lot of these attacks, being able to use their ability, as well as having those double focus modifiers. Perceptive Copilot is an absolutely excellent card. One of the strengths of having 4 large base ships is the fact that you want to try to see if you can get blocks in order to take away actions, while your other ships are able to take modified shots into the other. That's tough against this fire spray list, though. It's really tough because Boba Fett doesn't mind being blocked, really. Iman minds more, but in the opening, Boba was what was fed first, so Carlos was definitely forced to engage with Boba first, which you really don't want to do. You want to engage Boba at range 2, and Aric forced the range 1. He did exactly what he had to do. Here's a seismic charge. It looks like that's what's coming in there. Going to be blowing up the mustachio. Hello to 522 people around the world. Here we go, one bank to the left, going towards that top right corner. Starting to corner Boba Fett. Now Iman is on an exiting trajectory unless he hard turns and then boosts to get back in the fight. Focus. And he's going to get a shot, ion cannon there for sure. One bank looks like it just clips there. No actions. Tell Trevera too hard. Boba's going to have a few arcs pointed at him. But as of right now, there's only two of them are modified shots. And there is the turn in. He already has a shot there. Probably just dropped the focus. There it is. Perceptive co-pilot focus. So one hard there. Does Boba make it? Those small bases are always a little smaller than you think. And it just barely fits there. Perceptive co-pilot, but that does mean he has a range one shot coming in from Nam Lam. And the bomb goes off. So pink and green taking damage. It's Nam Lam and a shield there. That's scary for Nam Lam. He can be aced right here. He's the one that has the best shot. All right, going range one into Nam Lam. And fearless trigger there, 4 hits. And it takes 3 and taken off the board there. Dengar triggers. The Dengar trigger there, just explaining that. Takes a shield on Boba Fett. All right, here we go. Whiffs there on the attack going into Dengar. Range 2 shot from Iman. Focus for 3. Shield card there onto the orange contracted scout. Range 2. Ion cannon coming in from the green contracted scout. Ion cannon into Iman. Carlos starting to get a little frustrated here. Understandable. So a couple people asking, Aric has read the card several times and knows he has the option to spend the focus. He just hasn't chose to do it. Now, we have all y'all in the chat right now. Super excited to be with you. I want to remind you guys that we stream live. We have weekly shows here on Gold Squadron. We have our podcast on Mondays, League Night on Wednesdays, and the Paint Cast on Thursdays. Make sure you guys join us. We're trying to get that Twitch partner status, and Twitch always looks at those weekly streams and says, hey, those are so much lower than your events. We're not going to give it to you. So we're trying to maintain an average of at least 75 on those weekly streams. So if you guys want to help us out with that, join us. Watch some awesome X-Wing content. This week's League Night is themed all around the Fireball. We have 3 different Fireball lists that are going to be played on stream this Wednesday. So make sure you guys join us there. We have a 7 Fireball squad, 5 Fireballs, and Chewbacca, and then a Kaz list that is going to be featured. None of them will play against each other. They'll be playing against other lists. But I'm excited to see all those this weekend. Alrighty. 2-turn clonk right there. No actions for Iman. Got a block there, but is it too late? He's debating what direction he wants to go. He's going to go ahead and go 3-bank towards the board edge. Using Slave 1 there. All right, 2 shields there. All right, here we go. Range 1 into the Green Scout reroll. That was, I'm not sure why he rerolled there. He's going to stay at 2, keep it defensive. Takes 1 onto the Green Scout. A little bit of a misplay there on Aric's part. Spend for 3 from downtown, or from range 3 there. Spends focus, does take a damage. Shields down on Boba Fett. So that was Tell. Iman now has a unmodified shot going into Tell. Oops. Little poke there. Kiliana, thank you so much for the gift. 2 hits. Oh, that's it. No mods there on Tell. Made it hurt to use it on offense. Range 2 ion cannon. That one was out the box. Focus for 2. Got the natties. Now this one could hurt here if he can push. If he can get 4 hits here and ionize Boba Fett, that would be dirty. Carlos hoping. Only 2. He needed. That could have been really bad for Boba Fett. Got to reroll. Man. Yeah, in the event that Boba Fett would have been ionized there, he would have gone 1 forward, been on the board edge, maybe even off the board. It's pretty close. But that was Carlos's chance to really swing the game there. That would have been 104 points. But not this time. No, it's early. It's only round 2. 50% of the people on our stream do lose. It's a statistic that I have been unable to get past, unfortunately. But, you know, Aric using the tools in his list to do the work. System phase proton bomb right here, going to be right into that contracted scout's face. So right now our score after taking Tell off the table is 101-0. Big sweeping move here from the contracted scout, trying to put Boba in the corner. Taking the barrel roll there. Three bank, making space for the green jump master. And 2-turn Iman on the flank here. Just going to be slapping down those focus tokens. I mean, he hasn't been paying much attention to this game. And looks like nobody eats damage from the bomb. Was close. Boba range 1 into the orange contracted scout has 2 rerolls. Three hits and a crit. Hit, crit. Let's see what the crit is. Panic pilot. That is tough. All right, going into orange, see if he can take him off the board. Has only 2 hole left. Hit, crit going in. And he's off the board. Yeah, some of the variants early really hurt Carlos. And while Aric has had some hot rolls, one of the big things also having that double focus and of course re-rolls with Boba Fett has made Boba really, really consistent. Has he been above average? I think so. My gut says yes, just from what I'm watching. And I would say that Carlos has been under average, but at the same time, with the barrel rolls on the scouts and things like that you need to do to try to get in position, you're losing your action. You no longer have modifiers. It puts you in a bad spot. So, and this is, hindsight 2020, right? Would it have been better if Carlos had gone after Iman early, tried to take him off the board, and then deal with Boba Fett, hopefully having, do you have enough left for Boba Fett is the problem, right? You need as much firepower as possible in order to try to get rid of something like Boba Fett. But, of course, you want to try to take range 2 engagements against him. But Aric played it very well in order to start that range 1. And once Boba is in range 1, he don't leave. He don't want to leave. All right, bump there, just avoiding shots. And no shots this turn. 2 hits. Spend the focus, no damage there. At this point, I think this is being played out for the honor. So the chat record, I see it being talked about there in the chat. Yes, you guys are 0-2 with the Choose Your Champion poll. Haven't got a dub yet. Still have a chance for the bigger bonus prize if you go 4-0 from now to the end. And turning the arc. Focus, rotate in order to get some shots now. One scout and a dream, that's right. Turning over, looks clean. And Boba Fett most likely just bumps here. I'm gonna see if he fits. He bumps to the scout for sure, seeing if Boba Fett has to stay back behind Iman or not. Nope, yeah, they both fit. Those medium bases, always a little smaller than you think. Now we have engagement. Here we go. Here's Iman, range 1 into the green scout. 3 hits and a crit. hit, crit. Find out what the crit is here. Direct hit for an extra one. Shooting back at range 1. One hit does a damage there. Some people in the chat saying, you know, it should just roll better. I mean, yeah, that's the dice giveth and taketh away. And, you know, with you guys have, a lot of you have been with me watching games for literally years. And these games happen once in a while. They're not super common, but there are these games where you see that variance just rear its ugly head on the, like, negative side, right? Like where it's just, you know, one player is getting, you know, just hosed on just one side. One bank. Somebody asking what round it is. It is always in this bottom left-hand corner, just for reference. Insert person who says, put it somewhere near the top. No, it doesn't look pretty up there. Here we go. Range 1, one reroll. One hit from Boba Fett. Natties. Iman range 1. Spend for 3, hit, crit. And the handshake there. Looks like we were off by 1 there. And that is a rough game there on Carlos' side, but I still want to thank them both for playing. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Aric. Again, only X and 1. X and 1's making it to the cut, so if Carlos continues to win out, he still has a chance. It's not over. It is not over. Well, thank you, everybody, for sticking around. I want to remind you, after every game, we are doing giveaways, okay? If you've never participated in our giveaways, it's super easy. But before we get into that, our giveaways are brought to you by District Foundry, okay? They're the makers of awesome things like the Beskar Damage Box, available for sale now on District Foundry. This is a small version, which we're going to be giving away one of these this round. But you can also buy if you have the promo deck. Carlos, that was so rough, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, not to me. Over there. Okay. Rough game, guys. Thank you so much for playing, though.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys, you can take a break now. You got a big, long lunch. Relax.
Yeah.
1:30. We come back.
En vivo.
Huh?
En vivo. Streaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carlos blowing kisses to his girlfriend. Yeah. There's Aric. Thank you guys so much for playing. All right. So, anyway, yeah, large version of Beskar available, and we're giving away this tray for the final, but I have another one, okay, that is a slightly different variant. It's the blue variant. It has both of these in blue rather than in gold. See, I see what Ken does. He, like, changes up the colors, has some fun with it, with the lid. But if you haven't seen these, it's actually really, really awesome. This is a smaller version of basically a tournament kit box. You have places for your bases right there while carrying around during a tournament. You have, of course, your template trays as well. Okay. And we have bottom part for cards, dials, and tokens. Perfect for a tournament solution. And if you want a solution that also carries your ships, you can get the larger version of the bottom part and attach it onto there. All magnetized, beautiful, ready to go. Let's go ahead and give away some stuff here. We have a couple of Joker Squadron cards. Lots of different, 3 different designs here. Looks like it's usually 4, but I have only a few of these. We have, they're all based off of Batman villains. Okay, we'll show the 3 or 4 we have, okay? But they're all different pilots, okay, for funsies here, okay, from Joker Squadron. So we're giving away 2 of them. The exact 2 you get, I don't know. We're giving away 2 of them right now, okay? So when you enter, what is your prize? By the way, if you've never participated in our giveaways, all you got to do is type in the chat. Super, super easy. And to claim your prize, all you need to do is type !win after you've won. Fill out the attached form, and you should be good to go. Let's go ahead and engage the slow mode here. Slow mode. Engage. That way we can see what's going on in the chat. Let's go ahead and roll. The first Joker Squadron card goes to... Up. Where'd it go? Candy Andy. Candy Andy, congratulations. How do I enter? All you have to do is type in the chat. Super easy. And want to remind you guys that I feel like slow mode isn't on. I don't know. That just seems not slow. Yeah, it is. All right, cool. It is not on. Why didn't it go on? How dare you disrespect me, you machine? Do what I say. You cannot. Oh, well, duh. Okay, easy. That's why I put the number too high. There it is. Okay, cool. The winner for the next one is, next Joker Squadron card is CD Hodges 1. Congratulations. You've won the giveaway. Excellent. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to give away a GSP prize pack, which if you've never seen those, super, super awesome. Let me go ahead and bring it up here. Bam. All right, so they are 3 to 4 random cards from the X-Wing community. You can get stuff from literally all over the world in those packs. Sometimes it's GSP stuff, sometimes it's official FFG. I have stuff in there. Literally, I got Australian cards, Brazil, Mexico, like all the states. And if you want to give cards to be part of those GSP prize packs, just get in contact with me. I have people send me stuff all the time, and we hand them out, and that's the way you see your things that you make and get them out there to the world. So super awesome. Let's go ahead and give away some of those one of those GSP prize packs right now. 3, 2, 1, roll it. And the winner is Fun Dan. Congratulations. You're really fun, Dan. You're really fun. Now, before we give away our Beskar Damage Deck box, let's go ahead and head over to our stretch goals, because we are upcoming. Once we get 40 more subs, we're coming up on our next giveaway, which would be our This Is The Way t-shirt. We gave away our same team shirt when we hit 40. At 100, we get the This Is The Way. And, of course, when we get to that upper echelon, if we can get up to 250, we're going to be giving away that awesome painted Decimator painted by Luke Carrington of the Gold Squadron Paintcast. And right here, this blue and yellow themed U-Wing comes to us courtesy of Nick Malnenis out of California. He's also the Zodiac studio painter. Absolutely awesome job. And I will tell you the story about that U-Wing in a minute if you haven't heard about it after we give away, or before we, actually let's go give away this, give the story first. I dropped the Beskar. Where did it go? Where'd it go? There we go. All right, got it. So that U-Wing is being given away for a second time because the first time the person did not fill out the form correctly. And this is somebody has to be the scapegoat, right? Somebody has to be the example. And this person won this awesome, amazing ship. But because of the logistics of how many giveaways we do, the rules are if it's not filled out correctly and you don't have full information, you can't get the prize. Period. End of story. So let's make sure that we have it filled out. That way when I print out my envelopes and my list, all I have to do is either really quickly copy paste, or it's already on the envelope, throw the thing in the envelope and go. We don't have time to be sending emails and all this. We got too much stuff going on. So fill out the form. That's the deal. Free stuff and just fill out the form. Okay? All right. Best car damage box goes to Illusion J. Has been following since August 2017 and is a subscriber. Thank you so much. This right here, this best car, this is yours. The payment has been made. All right, guys. So we have our lunch break now. We'll be back at 1:30 Central. 1:30 Central, which is about an hour and 15 minutes from right now. That's when the round's supposed to start, like dials flipping. Now, what I would do for you guys, by the way, shout out Kellyanna, doing the good work there of keeping track of our winners. Make sure you guys claim your stuff. There's something I missed. I was going to say something. So make sure you guys stay tuned in. If you're on the computer, let's keep those numbers up. Just keep the tab open and come back at 1:30. If you're on a phone, I get it. Turn it off. We don't want to use that data. All right, guys. We'll be back here in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Gold Squadron, not out. We'll be back.